Hello, hi. Hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Fashion with Stephanie Nadia. Today we are going to be talking about beauty, specifically my makeup routine, my everyday makeup. Hi shop girl. Thanks for joining. So today we're going to be talking about beauty. I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit more while you all join in. Hi, hello everyone joining. Welcome. Welcome to Fashion with Stephanie and Nadia. Today we are talking about makeup and beauty, and that's why I have a bare face with you all today because we're gonna get beautified. We're gonna get blush up together. Whoever wants to join in and blush up with me, I welcome it. Hello, Hey, everyone. Hi, shop girl. Did I say hey to everyone that said hi? Hi. Hi, everyone joining. Hi. Hi to everyone that comes and tunes in every week. I'm so grateful for your support and showing up and hanging out here with us. I really love this little part of the internet that we've created in this little community. So today on Fashion with Stephanie Nadia, today we're going to be talking through my favorite products that I use on a daily basis. These are products that I use for my everyday makeup routine. And I've shared some of these in the past with you guys. So you're going to see some repeats here. And then we're also going to test out some new products. And I'm going to share my first impressions with you guys that I got off of Verishop as well. Um, Thanks, Adelina. Hi. Okay, cool. So we're gonna dive into it. I've already prepped my face, and so what I mean by that is I've already done my skincare routine. Last week we talked through skincare products that I loved here on Berry Shop. Thank you guys for all the love. I appreciate it. And we also talked through how I massage into my face. And so, anyways, I've done all of that already, and now my skin is ready to receive makeup. So you always need to prep your skin before you do your makeup, guys, because you want to make sure that your skin is ready and healthy and taken care of before you go ahead and add anything. So I'm grabbing my makeup bag, which actually, if you missed it on the travel episode that I did talking about packing for travel, my new makeup bag that I am obsessed with that I got here on Berry Shop. I'll share it with you guys right now in case you want to grab it yourself. But I love this bag. Okay, for any of you who are super organizers and love keeping things in its place and having a place for everything, this bag is for you. I love this makeup bag because one, it comes with attachments so you can organize your bag the way you need to. It's leather, so I love this leather exterior, but there are also ones that are not leather as well. So if you prefer not to have leather, but I also love the fact that there's snaps in place to snap in some of the organizers. As you can see, I've already been using them, so they already got makeup on them and stuff. And then what's awesome is that the inside I actually use the inside as a pocket as well, but the entire inside zips out so you can throw it into the wash and wash it. And there's nice little nooks and corners to keep things on this side. We've got this little mesh pockets, which I keep all my face stuff in one section, eyeshadows, circular stuff and face stuff at the bottom of the bag as well. And then I have everything else organized into these two snap-in organizers that go into the bag. So this is, by the way, this is the bag itself. It was originally $159, and you're going to get it for $135.15 with live stream discount. And I'm going to show you guys the organizers as well. Anything I don't share with you guys, please check out the collections in the lower right corner. Everything that I wanted to mention or share with you guys is going to be in that corner. Especially if time runs out, there's always extra goodies in there that I swear by that are amazing. But these are the organizers that I use. They'll be there the entire live stream in case you want to purchase them. What material of this makeup bag? Oh, what's the material? So the exterior is leather, but they do have different options. So there are non-leather ones as well available. I don't know what the material for those are, but if you actually click on the product, you can get product details. You can even search in the product section. Search in the search bar for the product itself to get all the details of what it's made out of and minimize the screen while we go through. But I don't want to spend too much time on this because I wanted to make sure I got to the amazing makeup products that I love that I use as part of my regular makeup routine. But love this bag. I've been using it ever since I shared it with you guys, and I've been using it for organizing my makeup. I feel like it's one of the best bags I've ever had for organizing my makeup and stuff. I love these separate detachments. They detach from the bag, and I can keep everything organized and in its place. So I've got a section for my brushes, I've got a section for my lip stuff, and I've got a section for my, my tube eye stuff. Like I even like sections things out not just by category but by shape, and so it keeps my life organized and super, easy to switch through and get my makeup on and get ready and get out the door. Okay, so today we're gonna go through all of the stuff that I normally do when I do my makeup for my everyday makeup look. Um, Usually I will scrub my lip as part of my skincare routine too. So here's another product that I mentioned last week, my skincare stuff, to prep the lips, to make sure our lips are ready to go to receive makeup. Because whenever you put like color on or anything on, if you got chapped lips and you got dead skin cells, it does not look good. So that's one of the first things I do, which I have already done already. So we're not going to do that right now, but we're going to dive right into my makeup routine. And I'm trying to find the first product so I can share it with you guys. Um, okay, great. So I usually like to start in my eye area, especially if I'm not going to be doing like eyeshadow. My everyday makeup routine, I don't do heavy eyeshadow, or most of the time I pass on eyeshadow. Um, but today we are going to include an eyeshadow because I feel like we need to test out this new product that I found and I want to share it with you guys. And right now I'm actually just lightly color correcting my eyes, and this is with a product that I'm testing out right now for another brand, so I can't share that just yet. But I always color correct, and if I do find a good color corrector on here, I will definitely share it with you guys. But it's not something that I've actually looked for on here just yet because I have ones I need to finish using out, including this one that I am currently testing out. But I like to color correct. And the one that I'm actually testing out, I love right now because it's actually a serum, like an eye serum, while also being a color corrector. And so after like color correcting around my eyes a little bit, I don't go too heavy, too crazy. I like it light, because I don't like cakiness when it comes to makeup. Like it light and natural looking. I've been using, like, for the past like 3 weeks or so, I've been using this Wander Beauty one, which I love. So I go back and forth. If I want like a really good color, like concealer for like a glam day, or like I'm going out and going to an event, I usually use something heavier like my NARS concealer. But for my everyday concealer, what I've been loving is using this Wander Beauty Dualist concealer. And because formula is great. Like I even got like one for my intern, and she loved it also. Like we didn't think we were gonna like love it that much when we looked at it at first, but it's amazing. So there's two sides to it. There's one that's more of a liquid form on the side, and then we've got the creamier formula on this side for heavier coverage. And what I love about this is I love how light and natural it is, and like there's a quality to it that feels like a bit of skincare. So it's just like really light. It doesn't feel like heavy or cakey, which I think is perfect for everyday use. And I'm just checking you guys really quickly, just make sure I don't miss any of your questions. But thanks for joining in. Thank you for all the love. Okay, so this is what I usually do is I usually start with this end because there are days where I have darker circles than other days, and so if there's a day that I don't need too much coverage, I start with this lighter end and work that in. Put in a couple of dots here, put in a couple of dots on this side, um, building it up. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a concealer brush by just tapping it in under my eye and over here. And then that's gonna look a lot lighter and like I think natural than like some other concealers do, because it's just a lighter formula. And I usually just brush the extra on over my eye as well, sort of blend it out, make my eyes look a little bit more awake, and like instantly I'm looking a little bit more awake. Um, but just sort of patting it. Sometimes I will pull it down lightly a little bit if I need to, and if I need more coverage, I'll go back in as well. Um, but on the good days where I've gotten my rest and I've got my sleep, literally that's all I do for concealer, because I really don't need much, and I don't want to put too much product under my eyes. Especially as you get older, your skin matures. There is more fine lines for makeup to settle in between, so you want to use less product and go lighter as much as you need to. Um, but hence why I recommend, you know, going with a light color corrector at first if you do have such, hyperpigmentation like I do, which is just discoloration of the skin, especially for those who are like, people of color. You'll definitely deal with that more. Um, or just dark circles under the eyes, and you want to color correct that. Um, it's a great little, trick. So here, I feel like I look a little bit more awake already. And now if I wanted to go in with a deeper concealer, what I'll do is use this other side and go in a little heavier. But I actually don't do that right away. What I like to do is do my face first to see if any of the product that I also blend in helps conceal, and see if I need to add any more. 'Cause again, I don't want, the least I can add to my face, the better I feel, especially in the summertime. So someone's knocking on the door. My dogs are going crazy. I've got two little guard dogs here. Um, they are the stereotypical dogs that don't like mailmen. Come on, it's okay. Um, alrighty, so we're gonna move on to my face. Oh, and he just popped up over here. You can say hi. This is Nino. Okay, so we're gonna move on to my face. I use Clay Cosmetics for my face, and it's my favorite foundation. Well, CC, it's not a foundation really. It's a CCC cream, and I love this. I found Clay Cosmetics like maybe like about a year ago, and I started using one of their highlighters and instantly became a favorite. And then I fell in love with the brand that way. And then someone else, Adelina, actually recommended, my friend Adelina recommended the CCC cream as well. And I love this thing because it is like, it's magic. First of all, I was like weirded out with it the first time I used it because it comes out like looking gray. Do you see that? I usually just put like a little bit of a few dollops along my face and then I blend it in this way. I also avoid putting too much on my forehead because I feel like I struggle with dry skin. So I try not to put too much product there and try to keep it more on the thinner side again. Um, anyways, so as you can see, it looks gray right now. Like in person, it's just like a gray color. But there's micro capsules in it, so once those burst, when you start blending it in, it starts releasing your color, and it just looks really cool. So I mean, I'll just show it to you guys and stop talking. But look, as you can see when I'm blending it in, all of a sudden, the color changes. Like, look, not gray anymore, but more my skin. And then the more I blend it into my skin, the more it matches my skin, and the more natural it looks. And it's great because there's sunscreen in this. It's protecting my skin, so I'm getting makeup and, skincare and protection at the same time. Um, so like, look at that. Isn't that crazy? That just blending in and those micro beads just like popping, that micro technology is just bursting in the mix and changing colors. I think that's just so, it's like magic, guys. But I love it. I think it's so cool. Um, Again, I usually don't put too much on my forehead. Today I'm putting on a little bit more just to demo and show you guys. Um, and then I just brush along the extra, blending in all the areas to make sure my skin is one even color. But like, look at that. Isn't that crazy? My cheeks are so naturally like rosy and red. And this has a pretty good coverage for being light. I usually don't put this much as well. I usually put like literally two little dollops, and maybe one little dollop on my chin. But to show you guys on camera, because there is a lot of light right now, I wanted to make sure you can see it. Um, but a little goes a long way, and it feels so light on the skin. Like you don't feel the product sitting on your skin at all. It just feels super light. It feels like you're putting on like cream, honestly. Um, yes, it is glowy. Um, I didn't realize how red I am until I saw it on this camera, actually. Um, but wonderful. So that's pretty much everything I do. Bring it underneath my chin as well to make sure I'm matching. And it has a nice dewy finish. You don't feel dry, and like it's because of the sunscreen in it. You've got this like dewier finish, not dry or matte necessarily, and it's not like super like greasy. I feel like right now it looks more shiny on camera than it does in person. So I feel like it looks like if I just it feels like it looks like my skin, but like if I just put on foundation. I mean moisturizer and sunscreen. And so as that oxidizes some more, that'll settle into the skin and continue to match my skin tone as I go on and do the rest of my makeup. So that's what I do for the face, and I love, love, love this product. Like, I use it every day. Um, right now, it looks a lot lighter than it does on in person, and that's obviously because the light is bouncing off of it. Anything that has sunscreen in it, keep in mind, bear in mind that there's going to be some reflection, so it's going to look a little lighter when it comes to lights or photos, because there is product in the sunscreen that reflects light. But in person right now, it's like a true match to my skin tone, and on the camera, it looks a little bit lighter than it actually is. But I love this product. It feels great on my skin, and it's the same product I use every time I go live on Verishop. So every time you see my makeup done, it's that I'm using. I don't use anything else. It's the only thing I use right now. Okay, so from here, I like to then go to my eyes. And usually what I'll do is just, like, if I'm not in a rush, I'll just do mascara, and we'll do lips. And to finish things off, we'll do some, like, light bronzer and some light blush. So I'm going to quickly do my bronzer and my blush that I have here. Right now I have this Cosa medium bronzer. Not listed here. I didn't check to see if Verishop had it, but maybe next time I will double check. I think they do have Costa products on here, but I will definitely check for you guys next time. And so when I do a bronzer, I'd like to just go in, like, the places where I want to contour, but also, like, where the sun hits to give me a bronzier feel and look and bring back more dimension to my face. Because whenever you're applying, like, any kind of, like, foundation or all over face product that is evening out your skin tone, it also flattens out your face because it's taking away some of that natural dimension and contour you have to your skin. And so we want to bring some of that back in a way that looks glowy and nice. And so I like using a really nice bronzer to do that. And as you can see, everything's settling into my skin. It's bringing shape, bringing warmth. And I always, especially in the summertime, I want to go for, like, a more, um, bronzy, dewy, like, look that feels light and good. Um, and this is it for me. And then I'm just using some blush to go to the topmost part of my cheekbones. It's what I've been doing lately. I feel like it looks so good, especially in the summertime. Is literally going from this portion of my eye upward and then blending out the extra upwards. And I feel like it instantly gives a lifted look, and it just looks really pretty, especially in the summertime. Um, and I don't do too crazy. I try not to go to the apples of my cheeks because I don't want that pronounced. I want more so a lifting to happen here. So I feel like whenever I do that, then it pronounces this area, then this gets pronounced, and I don't prefer that. So this is what I've been doing for blush. Um, yeah, that's it. I feel like I have to put on a little bit extra than I normally do so that you guys can see it on camera because it's the light that I have is pretty bright right now. Um, how to use that? How to use which product? Just Julie. But if you were asking about the bronzer, I always go to, like, that 3 section kind of, but I don't really, like, pull to 3. I focus on that little side temple, the hollows of my cheek. Trust your bones, guys. And then I usually do my jawline, so I'm just really, like, outlining my bones. And then blush, I just keep it here, like I said, in this upper corner. So now that I'm done with my face, I'm gonna go ahead and actually no, there's one more thing that I haven't shared with you guys that I normally do with my face. This one is like, it depends. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I want extra dewiness, I will use this product. It's another Clay Cosmetics product. It's the one that I mentioned before, the product that I fell in love with the brand. And it's the Essence Moonlighter Cushion, and I love this thing because it gives, like, a beautiful, like, glossy glass highlight. So it doesn't look super, like, texturized, or I hate when it, like, looks too much like product, but it gives a really strong highlight without looking like that. It gives, like, a really nice light. The best way I can say it looks like glass skin. So here is the product. It opens up. There's a mirror inside. There's a compartment for your sponge, and then we've got the sponge on the inside that you can dab for product. And what you're going to do is just dab a little bit. I usually dab on the point of my product, and I focus again in this area right above my eyelid upwards, because it's going to create a lifted appearance to the face. So this is where I focus it, on the highest part of my cheekbone. And I usually just dab that out until it's fully blended. And then we've got this beautiful glow, which I absolutely love. And this is probably one of my favorite products from them. Like, their products are just really innovative, and their formulas are amazing. They feel really great on, so it's hands down one of my favorite beauty brands as of right now. For like the past year, I've been using them. They're just amazing. Like, look at that. Looks so good. Looks so nice. It looks so natural. And another thing I love to do too is, if I want to create more shape to my nose, I will go ahead and put it at the tip of my nose. I will also blend upward, and then just tap that out with my finger as well. And really blend out so there's no splotchiness when it comes to the highlighting. Again, blending this in so it looks nice and natural, and there's just like light glow, light dewiness. A favorite. So yeah, usually just focus on these areas, those 3 areas, and then I am done. My favorite, my favorite, my favorite. If you're gonna grab anything, try to grab this because it's one of my favorites. And the shade that I'm using in here is Copper Rose. It's the Essence Moonliner. Originally $30, now $25.50 with the live stream. So check it out, folks. Okay, so from here, I usually like to move to my eyes. Normally, like I said, on everyday stuff, I usually keep it simple and just go for mascara and call it a day, because if I'm in a rush, I don't want to do anything extra or special. But today, I'm going to test out a new product with you guys. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and set my lids, because as you can see, there's some creasing going on, right? I usually set my lids before I do anything else, because I do have oilier lids. And the easy way for me to do that is I usually just take some setting powder. I take a really feathery brush. Big tip for people, especially if you have more mature skin, the less you bake, the better. So I usually take a little feathery brush like this. You see how thin the bristles are? And then just sweep that across. And that's going to set my, my concealer on my lids, and like no more creasing. And that's going to keep everything in place without having this crazy amount of cakiness. Um, so I just do this before we do anything else to my eyes. There's a little bit left over on the bottom. I'll swoop it into. And there we go. We are on a roll. And so, okay, the new product that we're testing out today is by a brand called Guide Beauty. And they have this really cool tool. I saw some of the other folks here on live stream demoing it and checking it out, and I was like, oh my god, I have to try this, because I love doing eyeliner, but one of the reasons why I skip it is because it takes so much time to do, and you gotta like have a steady hand, and I do every once in a while. It depends on my mood. If I'm not in the mood to do it, then everything becomes a mess. I'm definitely like one of those memes where you see like one side gets bigger and then you keep going back and forth. Um, so come okay. So this product is apparently supposed to help you. So we're gonna test this out today and try it out together. But it's a tool that helps you apply your eyeliner. And so I have their little kit, which is the one that's showing here, which was originally $50 and now it's $42.50 with the live stream. And here's what the product looks like. Here we've got the gel liner. I love gel liner because I feel like it always looks the best. The formulas for gel liner always last longer and look more pigmented. And here's the tool. So it comes in this little cap like so. Very cute and like a very futuristic looking. I don't know. It looks really cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and use this and follow the instructions. Let's see how easy this is to use and do. Okay, so it says glide the precision tip across the cream eyeliner to lightly coat both sides. And so this is like a little like silicone liner, so there is some flexibility to it. It's not like it's metal, so it's gentle. So we're gonna glide the precision tip across the cream eyeliner gently on both sides. So we want to get that coated. I want to see how easy this is going to be to use, because it's supposed to make doing your eyeliner all that much easier. So I want to make sure I don't build up too much product on it since it's the first time I'm using it. And we're going to go ahead and test this out. I'm nervous, guys. Wish me luck. Okay, so I think I've gotten enough. It says place index finger on the flat notch and rest one against your cheekbone. So resting it against my cheekbone like this. And then tilt and trace. Tilt the precision tip so it rests just above your lashes and trace liner along the lash line. Okay, let's try this out, guys. So we're resting this on my cheekbone, and we're going to trace. So far, lining. Okay, resting it on my cheekbone, tracing. Okay, it's making for a nice, like, smooth line. I'm gonna do the inner corner right now. Okay, okay, now we're supposed to, I believe what we can do is use the same point and make a line with it like that. Oh, look at it, it's coming together, guys. This is pretty easy to use. This is making it so easy to just do eyeliner. Okay, and then what I love to do is whenever I do eyeliner is fill in to go inward instead of going out. So I'm starting at the point that I made and I'm filling in. I'm going to do that trick again that it said to do, which is rest on my cheekbone and then pull forward. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and fill in closer to my lash line so there isn't that like lash line skin showing. Ooh. And then just tracing over anything to make sure everything is equal. Even look at it, guys. That's fairly simple. Now the ultimate test is doing it on the other side. That was fairly simple. Okay, this is kind of cool. So let me go ahead and try that again. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and rest that on the cheek. My eyelashes are getting in the way. I don't know if I could do it the same way. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, when you're like rested on your cheek, I feel like it guides it. So, I mean, I think we gotta be conscious of that though, because like I feel like I don't want it to touch and mush my makeup on my cheek itself. So, definitely being aware of that. But it sort of guides it so that it keeps the movement in one place and keeps it even so that you're not like messing up your line. Now that I have that line, I can just go ahead and fill it in. So it kind of creates a marker for what your eyeliner should be. I think I definitely need to figure out the tricks of it more so that I can go quicker with it. But that's fairly easy for being a first time use. And now matching the liners. Let's see if we can match this up. So trying to see, making my line. I have a slight hooded eye on one side, so it's always trickier on my left eye. But I think we got pretty close. Okay, and then just gonna fill it in like I did the other side. I'm also a super perfectionist, so I will want this to be equal even. But I always gotta remind myself, guys, not twins, sisters, when it comes to even eyeliner, even your brows. But I think we did pretty good. Let me pull this one out a little bit more too so it matches. Yay! Oh my god, I haven't done liner in such a long time, and this is a really cool tool. I gotta play around with this some more and definitely share my tips and tricks once I've like mastered this. But this made it so easy. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you are not good with doing liners and you want a wing liner. This is gonna make it so much easier to just create a equal, a nicely shaped liner without like making it go bigger and like be uneven. It definitely is really good for creating a smooth finish and smooth line because of that, of the tool and the way that you use it. But I probably recommend doing that before you put on your face stuff, because if you're going to be touching your cheek, this might be smudging it. So heads up. But I like this tool already. I'm excited for this. Okay, cool. So we are running on 302, but I want to go ahead and continue showing you guys some of the other products. If you wanted to just check out the gel liner itself, you can do that as well. Again, anything I don't get to today, you can always check in the collections section and purchase anything that I didn't mention, but these are all products I highly, highly, highly recommend. Oh, I also have this shadow that I want to check out from a new brand that's new to me as well. It's from Citizen Cosmetics. I'm going to go ahead and try this out for the first time. And here is let me show you the little container. It's a smaller container. And the inside looks glossy and dewy. I've never tried this before. So let's see what this looks like. I'm taking a small eyeshadow brush. I'm going to test it on my hand first to see what it looks like. Oh, the product is kind of like liquidy. It's not like gel. Like it's soft. So let's try this out. You can see. Ooh, I almost got it on my brows, but it's kind of metallic-y. Look how pretty that is. Oh, this is such a pretty color. Okay, I normally recommend whenever you're gonna use something like this, definitely do it before you do liner, because you don't want the edges of your liner to get messed up. Um, but I'm just testing out this product today, so we're just gonna work with it and run with it. I'm gonna try to bring it to the closest I can to my liner, but that's such a pretty gold. Like, look at it on my hand. It's like a really beautiful metallic finish. I'm gonna bring that closer to the inner corner of my eye. Like, look at that gold. It's so pretty. And I have to get ready for an event today, so this is gonna be super cute. Okay. I really like how it's blending in. It's just blending in really nice and light too. Like, it's nothing like super crazy. And even though it's like a metallic-y finish, it it's just really light. It's really nice. I was expecting that it's gonna be like super like a strong metallic streak, but it blends in nicely when you're pulling it out. How pretty. Okay, let me do my other eye really quickly so we can move on because we have to wrap up pretty soon. This product is really nice. Um, it does dry pretty quickly, so you want to work with the product fast. And this product was originally $25, and now with the Verishop discount, you're getting it for $21.25. So that's a snag. Especially for when it comes to formulas like this. Any of these high-end formulas are always going to be a lot. Like, I've seen stuff like this go for like 30 to 50. Um, and whenever I talk to people about like makeup, I'm like, makeup is where you want to splurge because you care about the products that you're putting on your face. Um, it's not the space to get the discounted versions of things or like the dupes, because dupes tend to have not the best quality products that can harm and ruin your skin. And this is actually a really pretty fair price. Okay. Now that I've got my shadow to where I want it to be, I'm going to go ahead and just touch up a little bit here. Very cute, very pretty. I am going to actually touch up my eyeliner a little bit, since I smudged the edges just a tinge when I was putting the eyeshadow on. Going in with my tool again. This makes, just because the way that it's shaped, it also makes it so easy to apply the eyeliner, because you're not like moving at a weird angle. Like, it automatically goes to the space that you want to reach. So I love that. Very nice. Okay, so I'm done with my eyes. We're gonna move on because I've got to wrap up pretty soon. I'm done with my eyes. The last thing I like to do with my eyes is, usually if I have time, I will do my whole brow setup. But when I'm in a rush, I literally do my mascara, and whatever left over on my mascara brush, I apply to my eyebrows to bring them some shape and color. And while I do that, I use this product to prep my lips. I love this. It's another Clay Cosmetics product. Um, and do I actually have it with me right now? That thing, I'm actually always misplacing it because I'm constantly throwing it into different bags so that I can use it. And I actually think I threw it into my purse that I'm going to be using later on today. So I don't have it with me. But normally what I do, it's a great tool to just use to keep your lips nude and hydrated, or you can add color afterwards. But it's 3 steps in there. The first clear one is a peel. And literally you just place it on your lip. It's like a nice light formula, and it dries. And as soon as it dries, you use the second one, which is an oil, the yellow one, as you can see there. And then you finish it off and top it off, if you want to, with their nude lip gloss. And I love that because it looks amazing. But let me see, actually, let me see if I can quickly grab it and show it for you guys. Show it to you guys. Like, I shared it with you all during the skincare stuff. But it's one of my favorite things to use. So let me see if I can grab it really quickly. Give me a moment. Bear with me, guys. I will be right back. Okay. I thought I placed it in here, but it is not. I have too many bags, too many purses. I misplace myself all the time. Okay. So I guess we're going to have to move on. So I want to make sure that we have enough time. I'm going to go ahead and just use some regular lip gloss that I have, but the Clay Cosmetics one is my favorite one. It's the one that I use all the time, and this is why it's not here right now, because I keep throwing it into any purse that I use. It's probably in another purse that I have. Whenever I'm on a go, I grab that with me always, because I always want to have it on me so I can take care of my lips. Especially because when you eat, like, lipstick comes off and stuff like that, and I feel like with this Clay Cosmetics set, like, I can constantly hydrate my lips and take care of them. So now I'm just using some regular lip gloss, getting it ready to apply some color. And we're testing out another new product for me, from another brand that's new to me as well. Kaylee, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this is their Plumping Color Crush Natural Liquid Lipstick. Um, it is paraben free, it is cruelty free, it is natural, non toxic, eco friendly. So, normally, like I said, I do the whole Clay Cosmetics setup, especially the peel. And while the peel is drying, what I'll normally do is do my mascara. And then once I'm done with mascara, I finish off with my lip product. I usually always do my lips last. It's the last thing that I do. And right now the mascara that I'm using is just an old mascara that I'm actually trying to finish it out so I can buy a new one. But it's Urban Decay's Perversion. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always trying out new mascaras, and I always feel bad. Like, I feel like I have to finish out the bottle before I buy something else. Um, but my favorites are probably Urban Decay's Perversion. I've been loving this a lot, and Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. Those are my two favorite mascaras currently, but that can always change. I feel like mascara is like the easiest thing to, like if I'm in a rush, I will always grab my mascara. It's the first thing that I feel like really changes your look and makes you look instantly look awake. Like, I mean, look at that difference. Um, so tip, if you're ever going to invest in a quality mascara, do that. But keep in mind, mascaras have short shelf lives. They last from like 3 to 4 months, depending on their formula. So they're the thing that goes like expires the quickest. And thank you guys for hanging out with me and doing makeup together, especially for those of you who stuck around this whole time. But like, look at the difference already, guys. I'm instantly more awake. Love mascara. Are you guys mascara people too? Because I feel like it's probably my favorite #1 thing when it comes to makeup. It makes a huge difference. And like, I think the first place that people look are I think people either look at your eyes or they look at your lips. So the most important things to take care of if you're in a rush are your mascara, your eyes, and your lips. So no dry lips. Take care of the skin on your lips. Conceal a little bit. Get some mascara going on for you, and you've got it. This is actually almost done, so I'm gonna have to switch up to a new mascara pretty soon. But what I love to do is after doing mascara. Oh yeah, by the way, a cute little tip: when you guys want to do your mascara, and you're afraid to get it on your lids. The best thing to do is to take a mirror, put it underneath you, and look down at it, and then do your mascara. Because that way, when you're flicking up, it doesn't go on your lid because you're already looking down. And it's an easy way to like compound it. And I like going in with a couple of coats because I feel like it brings more volume and more length. Um, and that's the easiest way for me to do it because I won't get it on my lids. Oh, and by the way, do you see how the Clay Cosmetics CCC cream has already settled into the skin? What am I talking about next week? Next week, I am going to be talking about a lot of some of the other stuff that we had mentioned last week and this week, and following up with some products that we tested out last week and this week to see how I feel about them and any updates. Last week, I actually tested out a whitening system from Super Smile. So next week, we're going to be talking through that. We're also going to be touching up on styling hair stuff. Tomorrow, I'm also doing styling hair. But today you're not going to see that. But tomorrow, if you join me, we're going to be styling hair and some of my new favorite hair products. And I can't wait to update for those of you who tuned in last week. And even if you didn't tune in last week, you can still, see the updates for the Super Smile system because that was so fun to do. It's like this teeth whitening system that's like toothbrush and like a serum for your teeth. And I've been using it, and I cannot wait to show you guys to see the difference because there's like a little graph that shows you the difference of how much whiter your teeth are getting. And after even after the first 2 uses, I saw a huge difference. So I cannot wait for you guys to see like the completed results. But we're gonna be talking about that next week. We're gonna be talking about more makeup, more beauty, more hair stuff. And again, like I said, I also use the remainder of my brush and just brush my brows if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to do my full-on brow routine. And if you guys are interested in seeing a brow like live video, definitely let me know. I'm always down to something like that. Um, but there, I've got my brows. Let me fix this little tip over here because it got away from me. I'm going to use a little bit of my concealer brush to touch that up. It's a great another way to like shape your brows too. Just put a little bit of concealer and go around your brow. Okay. Then I've got my brows going and working for me. I have this little brow brush here that I'm going to quickly just brush it out a little bit more and blend out anything so there's no clumping. And most people don't like using mascara, and I don't always recommend it because it can be so dark, but my brows are really dark and I'm just using what's remaining on the brush, so it's pretty light coat. And when I'm in a rush, it helps your girl out. All right, so now for the final product that we're going to talk about today is the Cali Cosmetic Plumping Color Crush Natural Liquid Lip Plumping. So let's go ahead and try this out. I got the shade Bonfire. I like me a good brown, red brown, so we're going to test this out and see how it looks. I like to start lining first and then filling in. Oh, and a cute little trick is when you're doing your Cupid's bow is to create an X. So you start at one point, bring it down, make that X. The other point, make your X, and then you fill in. And then you got a good Cupid shape. So always doing that X motion creates that. If you want a rounder shape, obviously just go one swoop over. Now that I've like sort of lined my mouth, I'm going to go ahead and fill in. This formula feels really light. It doesn't feel like sticky. It kind of feels like a matte formula that, like when it sits on your lip, it'll eventually dry. So I'm interested to see how this will dry. But it's a plumping matte, yeah, so it is a matte lip stain with probiotics. This has probiotics in it. That's amazing. Okay, so look no farther for your new favorite lippy, rich moisturizer and intense color payoff. Definitely intense color payoff. Like I'm always scared with products like this because sometimes I see streakiness, and with darker lips, we can see like that inside part showing. And right now, as you can see, everything is covered. Full coverage. So great color, not really thick, so I don't feel like I have a lot on my lip. And it says rich moisturizer and intense color payoff, dries quickly, leaving lips feeling velvety, soft, and smooth. Yeah, I can feel it drying already. But remember, I also had like lip gloss underneath. I never apply any lip product, even if it's a matte lip product, on dry lips. Especially dry lips that have not been exfoliated. That's just not going to look good. So I always recommend prepping your skin, prepping your lips before applying makeup. This has no artificial dyes or fragrances, no sulfates, no phthalates, like I don't know how to pronounce that, no silicone or petroleum. So that's awesome. And you can always click out and always check out the ingredients for yourselves to see what it's like. But this feels amazing on. It's drying already, and I don't know, it feels great. And it's a pretty color. It's like a very like burnt orangey brown shade, which I feel like is fun for the summer. What do we think? And I wish the light would show better, but like yeah, if I cover this, maybe you can see a little bit better. It's washing me out, so it doesn't show the true color of everything. Right now, I feel like anytime I wear black, the light somehow washes it out a little bit. But yeah, so this is my everyday makeup, including the new products I just tried out, which is this new lip product, the new Guide beauty product, which I think is so cool. Where did I place it? The new liner. I think that's amazing. It makes putting eyeliner on so much easier. Like, look how quickly we did that, and it looks so great. And the formula for the gel itself is really pigmented, which is really nice. And we also tried out the Citizens eyeshadow for the first time, and I thought that was really pretty, like super metallic-y, super pretty finish. Anyways, folks, I already stuffed this in my bag, but there we go. It just feels like a magic wand. But yeah, love this too. If you guys enjoyed it, definitely come check it out with me next time. I'm going to be doing some more beauty stuff, sharing more beauty stuff, more beauty products. This Citizen eyeshadow is so pretty. This eye shimmer is gorgeous. And it finishes really nicely. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this beauty makeup, everyday makeup live stream. If you guys are interested in seeing more beauty stuff and more hairstyling stuff, which I'm doing tomorrow, I'm doing hairstyling. Please join me every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 2:30 p.m. We usually go for about 30 minutes. Sometimes I run over because I have so much to share with you guys. I'm so excited. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So ciao. Bye.